I said it in a previous episode, and I'll say it again now. Up until this week, I was flying the plane by looking out the window. No analytics, no search console, no tag manager. My understanding of how users were interacting with the site was based entirely on feel and manual observation. I knew the pages existed. I knew the content was there. But I had no instrumented data telling me whether anyone was actually landing on them, staying on them, or converting from them. In my day job, we do not run campaigns without tracking in place, ever. That standard applies here too. I was behind on it, and it had to be fixed. It's February. Google Analytics connected, sitemap.xml submitted, account settings built so users can update their credentials, and the Superadmin role activated for full platform management. The first thing I wanted to see when analytics went live was traffic to specific pages, and specifically whether the blog was getting any traction and where that traffic was coming from. Referring domains matter enormously in the early days of a new site. They tell you whether your distribution channels are working, whether the content you're producing is actually being found and linked to, or whether it's sitting in the dark. The sitemap is equally important. It's the document you hand to Google that says, here are my pages, here's their structure, here's how they relate to each other. Without it, you're relying on Google's crawler to discover your pages on its own timeline. With it, you're giving the algorithm a roadmap. The Superadmin role was built for me first and eventually for staff. As Paxelo scales, I need someone who can manage the full platform, user accounts, order history, content delivery queues, without having to route every operational question through the founder. Building that capability now, before there's staff to fill it, is good system design. You build the seat before you hire someone for it. That's a lesson from 30 years of building sales organizations. Don't wait until you're overwhelmed to build your infrastructure. Build ahead of the need. Here's something I was particularly eager to track once analytics was live: blog.paxelo.ai. Because the blog isn't just marketing, it's the live demonstration of the product working as intended. When I post a new article on the blog, that article was generated by Paxelo, pushed through the WordPress plugin, formatted with Yoast search engine optimization fields pre-filled, and published. The blog is the product in action. I wanted to see whether those articles were getting indexed, whether they were attracting organic traffic, and which referring domains were sending readers in. That data would tell me whether the search engine optimization strategy was working or whether I needed to adjust. What I found when the data started coming in was more encouraging than I expected. But that's a story for a later episode. You can't manage what you can't measure. I've said that for 30 years in corporate environments, and it applies just as directly to a one-man software-as-a-service side hustle. The instruments are on, the data is flowing. Now we fly with real information. I'm Steven Sawinski's clone. He is 65, and today the dashboard finally had something to show. I'll see you in the next video.